Yo. First off, sorry, this is going up on Tuesday. I wanted to really relish this episode, so I didn't wait. I waited to watch it, but it's a week hiatus next week, so you won't get a Dragon Ball review episode next week. But the week after, you should. I'm an idiot. No, it's literally. No, I am right. This welcome weekend, we don't get an episode. Next week I'm doing it. It's on the 18th. Okay, cool. What the fuck? Hi, hey, hello. How you guys doing? Of course, if you're enjoying and you're super hyped for Dragon Ball Super, leave a like, subscribe. I think the next episode is going to be the last episode. We're going to end the series off at 130 episodes. I don't know. Maybe. I hope not, and I hope it's not, because it's supposed to get Dragon Ball Super supposed to end this month. So I hope not, and I hope, because there's no date for it. We just know the month, and it's March. So I hope that we get some post-aftermath from this tournament. I hope it actually ends April 1st, or March 31st, because it's Saturday. I hope. That'd be great. That would be awesome. But, I mean, for now, I'm really hoping that we actually do get an episode afterwards, once the fight is finished, so we can figure out the aftermath, see what happens with the other universes. What I like about that when it does shit like that is it answers all the questions that we possibly have. So I really hope that they do that. But getting more to it, Ultra Instinct Goku, the imperfect form versus Jiren's non-maxed out form. So if you watch the preview of this episode, you can see that Jiren has a form kind of like Frieza, where Frieza's perfect form, and then Frieza has full power Frieza. It's almost like this full power Jiren, because Jiren rips his shirt off, he's dummy buffed, he's swole as shit, looks like a pink unused nutsack, and it's just like, good God, Jiren, good God. But Jiren going all out here today. We actually get to see just how strong Jiren is this week, and I think people don't really talk about that as much. I asked people, I didn't watch the episode yet, was anything crazy, and they all said, oh, it was basically like it was nothing. And I'm sitting here like, how much of a hipster do you have to be to hate on Super to say that? Like, it was insanely good. Dude, Goku beyond his limits. The one thing that I really like from this episode is to see all the reactions from the gods. Every single god of destruction and god stood up in utter shock, respecting Goku and seeing how powerful he is, because no mortal can achieve this. Yet Goku did. No human can't. And I know he's a Saiyan, but it's a human race. The Saiyans are human alien races. I mean, he's got flesh and skin. He's a human. You know, he's just a Saiyan. It's like, I don't know, dude. It's weird. But essentially, right, he became God. He became God. I literally tweeted out, I'm like, Goku became fucking God, dude. The man is so heaven sent. One thing I liked about too is his imperfect Ultra Instinct form. We actually get to see him slowly progressing, and people called it bullshit and plot armor that Goku obtained this. When you're an idiot, Goku actually trained to attain this. Number one, it's all you have to look into the actual series. Goku trained a Whis in order to try and obtain this form. He has some type of training, so it's not plot armor. Plot armor would be is if this transformation just randomly came out of nowhere. Just randomly. You know? Kind of like Super Saiyan 1. But at the same time, too, you look into it, it was triggered based off of anger, and that's how you obtain Super Saiyan powers. So, not necessarily because it was explained, but at the time, it looked like it, right? No, you're wrong. This is not plot armor. This is 100% proof that he actually obtained this form through training. He trained with Whis, so it just stood up Vegeta, but it doesn't look like Vegeta quite got it yet. I think Vegeta eventually down the line probably will, but he doesn't have it yet. We just not about that now. We're just talking about Goku. He did train, actually achieve this form, and I guess the only way that he actually could possibly get the master of this form is, you know, throughout training through the imperfect Ultra Instinct. Because you gotta think about it, there's Saiyans, they adapt through fighting. So while he was fighting someone this powerful with so much on the line, because you gotta think about it, he doesn't give a shit if his universe is gone. But he does care if he is gone in a race, because he will no longer face strong opponents. And he wants strong opponents around, so he doesn't want them gone either. But he also wants to be able to fight these strong opponents, so he don't want himself to be gone. That's motivating Goku to keep going. I mean, let's be honest, he doesn't give a shit about his universe. Vegeta cared more about the universe and his friends and family. Goku didn't give a shit. It's weird. He's totally different in Dragon Ball Z, which I'm currently rewatching right now, where he always says, protect the planet, protect our friends, I care about everybody. Whereas in Super, he doesn't care about anybody but himself. Point is, though, he did actually train to achieve and obtain this form. That you can actually watch back the series and figure that out. It's kind of annoying to see people saying that it's plot armor. It's not plot armor. He trained for it. Now that we got that out of the way, a lot of people hate the transformation. I fucking love it. I love it. The white hair. I've always loved white hair. I mean, I loved when Kaneki had the same transformation with white hair. I've always loved white hair. Immediately sold on a side of design. How the transformation worked out as well was also badass. He was defending and fighting at the same time. His punches were so fast. While he was taking the blows from Jiren's energy with his own energy, he was also punching back. But his hands, it was so fast. Us, the viewers, we couldn't see it. We could not see it at all. It was to the point where, like, he looked like he was standing still, but he was so fast, it looked like he's standing still. Same thing with Jiren. And the one thing that annoys me about Jiren is two things, right? His backstory. Anyone else, like, after you heard his backstory, you kind of like him less. Like, I thought he was a badass before the backstory. And then I watched the backstory, and I'm like, all right, this is a generic, washed-up, shitty-ass backstory that honestly nobody can relate or gives a fuck about. This backstory is trash. It has been done 90 million times before, and I'll be damned if it happens again in this era. I mean, you have a character this powerful. That's such a generic... Like, what? I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. And for those of you that are saying Goku's backstory is generic, you got to think about when Dragon Ball actually came out. At the time, it was not. But now, something like this, Jiren, come on, really? That's all we got? His backstory kind of made me like him even less. But the one thing as well, also, too, the number 2 thing is, I don't know, it just doesn't really look like his, like how what he does is not explained. They're not explaining it. Can someone explain what he does? Like, I need it explained. Like, the only thing we understand is his fists are so fast that it creates heat and more energy, and that's how he punches that fast. Just you have to make it up from what you see. His eyes can also emit energy and negate energy and prevent it and stop it and shoot through things. It's almost like a barrier or a shield. The nigga is so physically strong and fast, he can go through anything. Maybe he's so simple and we overthink it. You know, maybe he's just a stupid, simple character and we're overthinking it. You know, maybe we've had such intricate characters like Cell and Frieza and shit like that, where even some characters in the universe Tournament Power, where it's like maybe Jiren is just so simple. Maybe the simple concept of he's so strong, kind of like Saitama, he's so strong that he could do all of this. So, I don't know. Personally, I would like it explained. It has not been, but I would love it if it was explained. Not to mention as well, those are just a few things that makes me not like Jiren lately. I don't know. It's just not explained. Belmont could explain. I heard a cool theory that Belmont actually might be the villain that killed Jiren's parents and enlisted him to become a much colder fighter. Maybe that's the reason why. I don't know, dude. Maybe. But for now, I think this episode was really, really fucking good. I personally liked how all the gods, again, they looked up at Goku. They were in shook. They were in shambles. And the number one thing that came out of this episode, guys, the number one thing was when Beerus told everyone to shut the fuck up. I was like, yes, thank you. Because everyone in the crowd just talks bullshit. And I'm just like, yo, how many times has Goku gone through something, dog? Every single... Okay, well, let's be honest. Okay, he got through Frieza. He did not get through Cell. He got fucked by Kid Buu and all the Boos multiple times. And let's be honest, in Goku Black, he was fist fucked. And Beerus, he was fist fucked. So, I mean, yeah. Now that I actually say it out loud, it's good reason to actually, you know, kind of lose hope, kind of be scared. You know what I mean? Kind of scary. But Goku's a lot on the line right now. Hopefully, he actually makes it through. Again, I did like that Beerus told everyone to shut up because he witnessed it. Whis especially witnessed it right off the bat, which shows, like, again, it's just every time you see this when they're talking in the stands, you see the gap between angels and God of Destructions, where it's like God of Destructions could sometimes be ignorant and be unaware, whereas the angels, they just know everything. They actually know everything. Like, if I give Beerus like a 6 out of 10, at least like a 9 in terms of just the gap between them, not how actually strong they are, just the gap between them. But I don't know. I think like it's a pretty good concept. I might be starting some shit, but maybe Master Ultra Ancient Goku might actually be stronger than Beerus now. Maybe, quite possibly, because Jiren's easily got a destruction, if not stronger level, and Goku is going up against someone like that. Master Ultra Ancient, I would assume, is easily got a destruction level, if not easily stronger. So it's like, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting to see. I did also like as always his imperfect Ultra Instinct state when he's fighting up against Jiren. We get to see all the flaws about it, and it takes a big toll on him. A lot of stamina. The one thing I liked is he tried to do the Kamehameha to wrap it up quick, and I think Goku, the same thing with Kefla, and Whis actually pointed out as well. He was rushing to finish the fight, and he was thinking too much, ergo the rushing, that it actually got in the way of his Ultra Instinct powers from actually, you know, forming up, and that also was adding on to the whole point of adaptation. All he needed to do is not think and let the Ultra Instinct do its thing, and then he can master it and then start thinking and go beyond there. You know what I mean? He just has to let it do its thing. But he would not. He would think when he punches. He would think when he was attacking. He'd think of strategies, come up with stuff, and it wasn't working. It would cloud his judgment. And you can't blame the guy for thinking when everything is on the line. The universe being deleted, his friends and family being deleted, himself being deleted, and I mean, all he cares about is himself not being deleted so he can fight strong opponents that are also not deleted, which I'm assuming if he gets the Super Dragon Balls, no one's going to get deleted. Everyone's going to get brought back, I'm assuming. Just a hunch. If not, at least Universe 6, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't be surprised if everyone comes back. Frieza is still alive. Get that right, Frieza. I know it's going to be really hard to focus that due to all the flashy animations and action going on right now with Goku vs. Jiren. But Frieza is still alive. Frieza, right, is still alive. He is very much well alive. He is very much still on this half-gone stadium. I think what's going to happen is Goku is going to beat the shit out of Jiren eventually, and then he's going to pass out due to stamina, fall off the stadium. Frieza's going to be the last one left, and that is going to count Universe 7 as a W. I just think that's going to happen, because Goku's not been actually finishing up people all of Dragon Ball Super. He's actually not been finishing people up, outside of the Frieza, which you already knew. But it's like, he hasn't been wrapping them up. He didn't beat Hit. He kind of lost to Hit. He didn't beat Goku Black. Even Vegeta didn't, and he also he didn't beat Beerus. So it's like throughout Dragon Ball Super, he really has not been beating people. I mean, he actually got killed by Hit too, and then he just revived himself. But I don't know, he hasn't really been winning. So that's why I have that theory that he may actually will just win this fight, but you know, at the same time lose. But I'm interested to see how that goes. I think Ultra Instinct Mastered looks God tier. I think for what it is, it fits. You got to think about it. White is usually like a representation of godlike, angelic, so it's just beautiful. It looks great. You could even tell from the reaction of the stadium that everyone felt some type of way about it, especially Beerus. I mean, Beerus, I gotta relate with you, bro. Ever since Dragon Ball started, I've been thinking like Beerus. I'm like, dog, this nigga Goku amazes me every single time. How he does 95% of how he does this shit, beyond me. But next episode, again, we see Full Power Jiren going up against Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. We're just going to call it Full Power Jiren for now because it looks like a power-up, kind of like Frieza's power-up with full power. So I'm just going to call it Full Power Jiren. I don't know if it's a commonly called thing. I may have to watch some people's reviews, but I'm just going to call it that for now. But guys, that's really going to be it though for the episode. You won't see a review this weekend, but next weekend you shall. Probably later today, so it should be 7 Deadly Sins. And then tomorrow, Boruto and Black Clover. I actually fully caught up to date with those. I'm catching up on the manga for Black Clover, but I'm fully caught up to date with Boruto, so should be seeing reviews, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sticking around. With that, I'll see you guys next time.